Hello everybody and welcome back. Let's talk about blue eyeshadow. But let me back up for a second first and say that I hope you're all happy and healthy and checking in on loved ones. I was planning to do a video on quick out the door makeup looks, but I don't know if very many of us are heading out the door real quickly right now. We're all in this together, and I know none of us have very much time. But now that a lot of us are staying inside, it's kind of a good time to experiment with beauty, to go outside of your comfort zone a little bit. I don't know if I have a comfort zone with makeup because I think it's fun and I'll try anything, even if I look like a fool and go wait in line at the grocery store with this look on today. But I thought I would experiment a little bit with blue. After all, classic blue is Pantone's color of the year for 2020. Classic blue is kind of like a cobalt blue. So it's all over the runways for spring and beyond. And it's on our eyes too, as you see on me today. Backing up again though, in 1962, blue eyeshadow had one of its first biggest moments because Elizabeth Taylor was playing Cleopatra. She was in Rome filming. Her makeup artist had done this cat eye with filled in cobalt blue on her, and he called in sick that day. And gosh darn it, she recreated it herself, which I guess Elizabeth Taylor was famous for doing. And so even then, she was making $1 million for that movie, which was unheard of at the time. And she did her own makeup when her makeup artist got ill. And then after filming, she would wear the look, the blue Cleopatra eyes, out to dinner with Richard Burton. And of course, in 1962, they were the couple of the moment, and they were filmed everywhere. And blue eyeshadow became extremely popular because of those pictures of Elizabeth Taylor out in Rome in the early 60s, filming Cleopatra. And blue eyeshadow has come and gone since then. Risk commented to me here on YouTube or on my Instagram channel that she wears blue all the time. So this is your moment, Risk. And Pantone says it's all of our moments too. So let's take a look. What I'm wearing today is Charlotte Tilbury's Super Blue from her new eye collections, along with the dual-ended pencil, and I'll zoom in. I also have a video in the corner here going of me applying the look. I start with the lightest shade all over the eye, and I move up in intensity. After I finished the video, I did add in a little bit more of the blue with my finger, just to make it more intense, and added on the liner and the mascara. But you can see me beginning to apply it above. That's not all Charlotte Tilbury made though. The Charlotte Tilbury, I will say, this Super Blue palette has sold out, by the way. It's back. And I think it's going to sell out again. But it's not the first blue that Charlotte did. It was a break, and it's been exciting because she has done so many kind of neutral and bronzy palettes. But Charlotte Tilbury fans will, of course, remember the super cool Bowie-inspired cover of the Icon palette. And the Icon palette does have, in the disco eyes, it does have the enhance and smoke shades of the disco eyes are very, very, very blue, as you can see here. And I'll show you on my arm. That is the blue shade from the Icon palette, and it is beautiful. So it's not the first time that Charlotte has done blue, not by any means, but it's the first time in a while, and people have been really excited about it. I gathered some other of my favorite blues here, starting with Victoria Beckham. Did these adorable tortoiseshell eye palettes, and she's coming out with a new one any day now in kind of a satin sheen. These are all kind of matte, and this is called Royal. These are just beautiful, beautiful colors. And yeah, she does a kind of a bigger, she does the lightest shade, gives you more of it, and then moves all the way through those blue shades. And then she does this incredibly cool For the top, this one's called Midnight, and I don't know if you can see this sparkle, but I'll put some on my finger for you, and I'll swatch it for you. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. And you just kind of apply it. There it is next to the Charlotte Tilbury, and you just kind of apply it, and it's just so, this is it right here, so beautiful. Just to be applied with the finger over the eyes. It's absolutely lovely. I got a few more of my favorites and popular shades in here too. You know, I love Sydney Grace, and Sydney Grace, the last two palettes, Autumn's Rain and Enduring Love, do have blue. You wouldn't think so, because Autumn's Rain is very, very, very autumnal with lots of browns and yellows, but there is a blue in here. It's called Majestic Breeze and Moonlight Kingdom. Majestic Breeze right here and Moonlight Kingdom. If you see those two right there, those are very, very, very blue. So this is a really good idea for a palette if you're looking to have some neutrals to play with, but you also want to get in on the blue trend. This gives you a lot. These shadows are perfectly and beautifully blendable. And that's my concern with blue. My concern with blue is, can I blend it? Because I am a makeup editor, beauty editor, but I'm not a makeup artist. And so I can have trouble blending out blues. So it's important to me that that works. And that Autumn's Rain palette is very blendable. But in the Enduring Love palette, we also have a blue, and it's called Deanna. And let's see if I can show it to you here. Deanna right here. Look at that. So, so, so pretty. There it is. There's Deanna. That's a little bit of a different blue. And it also has, this palette also has all the kind of pinks and maroons that are so popular right now. So if you want to get in on that trend and you also want to have a little swipe of blue, this Enduring Love palette by Sydney Grace would do you great. No review of blue shadows would be complete without Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. We've even got the blue going in the casing here. But Aqueous in this palette is very, 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 very blue right here. There's some blue greens too, but if we're focusing just on the blue, it's on my pinky here, that one is Sensational. That is Aqueous from the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. I'll put that here if we have some room right there. Oh wow, look at that, it's beautiful. And this is really that really striking kind of cobalty color that Pantone was talking about in their classic blue color for 2020. And that is within, of course, the Metropolis palette, which is chock full of everything else you could possibly ever want in an eyeshadow palette. We can talk about this in another video. It is not as intimidating as it may seem for some of you. You can just go 4 down or 4 around, and right here you can work in that beautiful blue color and a darker, and this beautiful blue color that's kind of a green blue, and the aqueous we were talking about before. It's really easy to work that in, just working groups of 4. It's not as intimidating as it seems. It really isn't. And no conversation of blue would be complete without Mother Pat. Yes, Pat McGrath. So let's talk about Mothership 1, her very first Mothership palette, Subliminal. There's the blue. It's in there. It's Blitz Blue, and that's the name of it, and it's gorgeous. Let me get something clean to show us Blitz Blue. Ooh. Let's put it down here. Blitz Blue, putting it here where we have some room. That is a very true blue as well. And this palette is, of course, her very first Mothership large palette. And it's got a lot of neutrals to blend out. You can do a complete look quite easily with this palette. Again, not at all intimidating. And that blue is a great way to use some of these tan and beige neutral colors and lighter colors to get in on the trend. You can just put that pop of that blue and you're right on trend, and it's easy. Oops, just lost a shadow there. Okay. And then, of course, Mothership 4, the Decadence palette. I brought out the Star Wars version. That's the latest version. I also have the original one, but this is the newest Star Wars version. And we have Lapis Luxury and Underworld in this. Lapis Luxury and Underworld. They are also two. Here's Lapis Luxury. Let's stick it right here. Oh, it's beautiful. And Underworld on my thumb. Ooh, thumbs up. Much darker blue, like a navy, almost like a navy blue. And the rest of this palette, I think, is also, I don't find intimidating. These are much darker, brighter colors, I agree, and might make some beginners a little bit worried. But I think you could work with this, guys. You really can. Look at all these neutrals in here that you could do and still bring in these blues. And you have two choices of blues there. That kind of really bright cobalt and that almost dark navy. So you can't go wrong with that. Those are my favorites in terms of what's happening right now with blue. Look at all those choices. Just do something neutral. You don't have to go crazy like I did. I was just having fun because frankly, right now, we all have the time. So you might as well go for it while we have the time and enjoy yourself with makeup. Why not? Try to make things a little bit fun, right? Make up your partner, make up your daughter, your aunt, if anybody is living with you and you're all kind of staying quarantined or staying inside together, you might want to do that. Thanks so much for watching. I want to say a big hello to new subscriber Nessa. Sometimes when you subscribe, it doesn't tell me if you have anything checked privately. So subscribe and let me know down below that you did so I could say hello. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.